Picture this. It's 7:48 a.m. You're reheating the same cup of coffee for the third time, answering work emails with one hand while trying to convince a toddler to put on pants with the other hand. You still haven't packed lunches, your inbox has 23 unread messages, and you just remembered that today is crazy sock day at school. And guess who forgot? As a working mom, you are constantly juggling decisions: what to cook, what to do next, what to prioritize. It's really no wonder that decision fatigue can leave you feeling drained and overwhelmed. Well, I'm Laura Davis, a time management strategist for busy working moms just like you. I help women optimize your calendar, schedule, and routines to make life more manageable, reduce the overwhelm, and help you focus on what really matters. And today, we are diving into decision fatigue: what it is, why it happens, and how learning to manage your time is one of the most effective ways to reduce it. Now, if you are listening to this before May 11th, something big is happening. My signature program, Time Management Academy, is officially open for enrollment for the May cohort. I had so many women ask for another round after April, and here it is. I decided to make it work. Time Management Academy is where I help working moms create a simple and realistic time management system that makes room for your corporate career, your side business if you have one, and your family without sending you into burnout. So if you listen to today's episode and it speaks to you, just know that the May cohort for Time Management Academy is your best next step, because today you get a taste of what you're going to learn even more inside of TMA. So you can enroll for the May cohort at thelauraddavis.com/TMA. All right, let's get into it today because this is a really good episode. So first, let's talk about what decision fatigue even is. And decision fatigue is the mental exhaustion, sometimes physical exhaustion, but primarily the mental exhaustion that you feel after making too many decisions. And I'm not just talking about like the big decisions, like what school district should we have our kids in, or should I take this new job? I'm talking about the tiny, constant choices that we as working moms are having to make. Things like what's for dinner. I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm on this never-ending hamster wheel of figuring out what to feed people all the time. Even though my husband really helps a lot, and he honestly does more of the meal planning and cooking than I do, but I still feel like it is a constant decision that we are having to make 3 times, sometimes more than 3 times a day, every single day. Which email should I answer first? What is the highest priority at my work today? What's the highest priority in my business? What's the next best step that I should take? Can I squeeze in a workout today, or do I need to fold laundry instead? And if I don't work out today, when am I going to work out? If I don't fold the laundry right now, when am I going to do the laundry? Do I RSVP to the kid's birthday party, or do I decide to take that day as a rest day and do absolutely nothing? Should I catch up on client work, or should I order groceries and go pick them up? And then, even down to like, should I sign up for the PTA, not sign up for the PTA? Should I go to the PTA meeting? Should I not go to the PTA meeting? Even down to what to wear. Should I, wear a blazer with a dress today? Should I wear jeans today? There are so many decisions that hit us and bombard us as working moms. And as a working mom, your brain is holding all of this stuff inside of it, outside of even the decisions, but things like work deadlines, school spirit week themes, the grocery list, the text that you forgot to reply to last week, the launch timeline for your side business for a new service that you're offering, and the mental load of literally everyone in your house. This is why by the time you sit down to work on your side business at 9 p.m., your brain goes completely blank. You scroll to get inspiration, right? But you're actually just scrolling. You snack, you spiral into trying to decide what to work on instead of actually doing the work. And this doesn't happen because you don't care. It happens because the decision-making power that you have is gone for the day. And so whether you have that side business or whether you are, working full-time in corporate America, towards the end of the day, you've already made so many decisions that your ability to make more decisions decreases. And when decision fatigue sets in, your productivity is going to tank. You're going to start procrastinating. You're going to start making impulse decisions. You're going to start defaulting to doing nothing and just sitting here scrolling because your brain is tired. You might feel irritable. You might feel like you have a lot of brain fog. You might even feel resentful or like you're in a constant state of survival mode, right? You're just trying to survive the day. Well, here's the part that no one talks about. Learning how to manage your time isn't just about productivity. It's about preserving your mental energy so that you can make better decisions and show up for the stuff in your life that really matters. When you don't have a system to manage your time, you redecide every day what to work on. You forget important things because your brain is absolutely maxed out. You wake up feeling behind and go to bed feeling like a failure. You get stuck in survival mode, putting out fires all day, being on the defensive instead of the offense. Your business gets pushed to the side again because everything else feels urgent. You feel scattered, disorganized, guilty, and frustrated. And we've all been there. This stuff is not necessarily avoidable, but it doesn't have to be the norm for you, right? When you do have a system that manages your time and that works for you and your real life, you know what to focus on and when. You're not making decisions every single time you go to work on something. You know what is the most important thing to focus on. You reduce the number of decisions that you make because you've already made those decisions, right? You have systems built in that help make decisions for you, so you are not the one always deciding everything. You create margin in your day to breathe and to think. You actually follow through on your goals, whether it's for your career, for your side business, or if you have personal goals. You're finally following through. You feel clear, capable, and in control. And you end the day with energy instead of collapsing on the couch wondering where the day went. And time management gives you that. And I think that this is something that we don't talk about enough as working moms, right? It's not, the decisions are there where someone has to make the decisions, but are you setting the structure in place with your time to help you make those decisions faster, help you have to make less decisions, and help reduce that chaos that decision fatigue can cause? Because when you have less chaos, you have fewer decisions that you have to make and you have less decision fatigue, which all of that together means being more productive, having more peace around your time, having more calm, cool, and collected days as a working mom, because we all deserve to have those days be the norm, right? And not the exception. Think about the last time that you had a day when you finished out the day and you thought back, like you were sitting on the couch and you were like, man, this day went really well. Like I feel really good right now. I got the things accomplished that I needed to get accomplished and I don't feel burnt out. Think back to when that last happened and think about how often that happens. And if that isn't happening very often, let's make that your new norm. That should be happening almost every day. Listen, as working moms, life is still going to throw us curveballs. We're still going to have bad days, right? But you deserve to have the norm of having really good days that feel amazing for you and feel peaceful and calm for you, instead of the norm being chaos and survival mode, right? And time management really gives you that structure to be able to have those types of days because you've reduced that decision fatigue. Now, inside of Time Management Academy, I teach working moms how to build that real system for their calendar, for their routines, for their workload. It's not just, built on those Pinterest perfect plans where every single holiday looks like it should be on a Pinterest board, your house looks like it should be on a Pinterest board. But this system is one that is rooted in real life flexibility. It takes your real life scenario and situation and helps you create a system and a method for managing your time, because everyone is so different and all of our lives are so different. Now, I want to talk for a second about why this matters for our kids. And what I have noticed is that the days where I'm having to make a lot of decisions because things are just chaotic, which again, those days are still going to happen, but they are not my norm. Something that I've noticed is that when I do have those days, my relationship with Harper suffers. And Harper, I can see that she is stressed out. I can see that me being stressed out and me being overwhelmed is causing her anxiety, is causing her to be stressed out. But the days where I am showing her that you can have the things that you want to have as a mom and still be a really good mom, she also is thriving. And that's why I want to zoom out for a second on talking about managing your time. This isn't just about us as working moms, it's about our kids too. As the moms, we are the model. Our kids are watching how we live, how we handle stress, how we manage our time, and how we show up for ourselves and inside of the world. I don't want Harper growing up thinking that being a mom means constantly being stressed, snapping at everyone, and never getting to enjoy life because you're always doing everything for everyone else. I want Harper to see me having fun. I want her to see me building something that I love. I want her to see that it's possible to be successful and be at peace. And we as working moms have an opportunity, and honestly, we have an obligation to show our kids that having it all is possible. It is 100% possible when we build systems that support us instead of burying us as working moms. If you feel calm and confident about your schedule, your kids are going to feel that energy too. They'll learn that life doesn't have to be chaotic all the time, that being a mom doesn't mean being a martyr, and that boundaries, routines, and systems are not restrictive. They're empowering for us. This work that we're doing to manage our time better, it's not just for us. It's legacy work. It's setting a new example for the next generation. And I believe that with my entire being. So if you're feeling stuck, scattered, stretched too thin, overwhelmed, or like you're constantly in survival mode, know this: you don't need more motivation. You don't need more energy. You don't need a better planner. You need a system that shows you how to manage your time as a working mom. This is one that works with your capacity, one that helps you protect your time and your energy. And it's one that makes decisions easier because you already know what matters. And that's exactly what we build inside of Time Management Academy. So I want to invite you to the May cohort. Enrollment is open until May 11th, and this will be the last time that I'm hosting a cohort until the fall. So if you really want to take this opportunity to learn how to manage your time better, now is your chance, because there will not be another chance until later on in 2025, much later in 2025. If you want to change how your days feel, you have to change the system that you're using. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. This is your chance to get out of survival mode and into a season of clarity, peace, and progress. So you can enroll for the May cohort at thelauraddavis.com/TMA. You can also reach out to me with any questions. I am so excited to see you inside of the May cohort, and I'll see you in the next episode.